Hi, it's Keith Philpin again, founder of the Entrepreneur's Freedom Blueprint, and I wanted to bring you another video in the series of video lessons about how to create the life that you really deserve and desire. So we've talked about the who you want to be and the what you want to do and and the why. So let's talk a little bit about the how. How do you do this? How do you create the life that you want? How do you create those differences? How do you create that time and financial freedom for yourself? You can certainly do it by remaining in your current job. There are ways to find out how to love what you do and turn that into what you love. But if you're really trying to create the change in your life, the how to win, in my opinion, is to start your own business. Be the captain of your own ship. Because you will always hit a ceiling if you are employed by someone else. You're going to be building their dream, which might be fine, might be the dream you believe in, but odds are you can never grow your possibilities, your potential higher than that structure, that organization will allow. And because you're not directing that ship, you don't have any control over that. If you have your own company, you can choose whatever direction you want to go. You can set your own hours. You can set the plan and what's happening all the time. You can also have an unlimited ceiling, because the only limitation to how much you can earn is how much you can grow your company. And there's always ways to leverage what you do in your company to create more profit centers or increase profit centers or multiply income. So from the financial point of view, having your own company can create that financial freedom for you. As far as the time freedom, that is where you can turn your experience as an employee upside down now, and you can start saying, okay, as a company owner, as the owner of my own company, I can now, instead of having a job in my company, I can create myself as the captain, truly the captain, directing where it goes, leveraging the efforts of others. And you can reward them very well for doing this, but you don't have to do all the work in your own company. Initially, you'll have to set it up, you'll have to put in a little bit of effort, quite a little bit of effort actually, because this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is about building a substantial, profitable business. So, but what you can do is you can put the structure in place. There's ways to make this happen through technology and also through organizational systems, where you can put tools and people to work to leverage more and more income for you and for them, but also more time for you. So it may start out working 40 or 50 hours on your company in the first year or two, maybe even 3. But just think about what would happen in 3 to 5 years when you have everything going, everything structured, everything set up, and now you've surpassed what your earnings are now by maybe not even putting in more time into your new business that you put into your old job. Maybe it's the same amount of time, but now you maybe are surpassing your income, and you have starting to turn technology to your favor, starting to leverage technology, so it's now doing a lot of the work that you were doing to set your business up. And you train and teach people to come in and take over your responsibilities and roles and tasks that are maybe more repetitive, that don't take your visionary expertise, and then you can leverage those folks to do the work for you. And it can be somebody in your neighborhood, it can be somebody in your town, it can be somebody online, it can be somebody virtual, it can be somebody in this country or across the world. There's lots of ways to do that through technology and through other people's efforts. But you can leverage these things to create a lot of time freedom and a lot of financial freedom. Actually, it's virtually unlimited what you can do. It's up to you and your efforts and your creativity. So imagine 3 to 5 years from now, replacing your income, maybe doubling your income, maybe cutting your actual work hours to half or 10% of what you're doing right now, and at the same time, the work that you're doing is work that you care about, the work that you love, the work that turns you on, that makes a difference in the world. So you're actually doing things to make a difference. Maybe you wouldn't work half as much. Maybe you'd work 60 hours a week, but guess what? It wouldn't be work anymore, it would be play. It would be doing what you probably would choose to do anyway if you didn't have to be restricted now by your time at your work. or the restriction of having to go to your work to earn your money. So there's a lot of different ways to make this happen, but there's a hard way and an easy way. A hard way is to go ahead and say, okay, I'm going to figure out what I want to do, and I'm going to create a business, and I'm going to build it from scratch, and I'm going to try and build that thing up, and I'm going to put the effort into it and make this happen. That's the hard way, figuring it out on your own, trial and error. The easier way is to find somebody who has a plan, who's done it before, who's got a path you can follow, and then get a coach to help you make this happen. I've gotten coaches, I've followed other people's blueprints in the past. It's cut a lot of my learning curve and time curve down for creating success in my life. And I've also hired good coaches to help me make smart decisions and bounce my ideas off and get some reflection based on their experience because they've been down the path before. So getting a good coach with a good plan can reduce that timeline dramatically. So maybe it's 3 to 5 years, maybe it's 18 months to 2 years, maybe it's a year to 2 years. But can you imagine in 3 to 5 years having the time and financial freedom that you hear other people talk about and you only dream about? It's possible. People do it all the time, and right now is an amazing time in our history because technology has made this so simple. Outreach is so simple. Deliverability of whatever you provide is so simple and so advanced right now, and it's within the grasp of anybody. It doesn't even cost any money at all for the technology in some cases. So that's how to win. That's how to create the life of your dreams. I encourage you, I'm a believer in entrepreneurialism. That's why I created the Entrepreneur's Freedom Blueprint to help people make this happen for themselves. So whatever you do, whether you choose to work with me or work with someone else, I encourage you to find a way to figure out what you love to do, what your gift is, the gift you can bring to the world to make a difference in your world, in your life, and in my world, and go out there and make it happen. But if you'd like some help with that, absolutely we can help with that. We have a plan, we have a process, and we have coaching to make that happen. Again, this is Keith Copeland from the founder of Entrepreneur's Freedom Blueprint, and I know you can do it. You need to know you can do it. Limitations right there. So I'll see you on the other side.